Now time for cutscene, and this is actually a pretty cool cutscene, I guess. I never noticed that eye in the middle, and that's another thing that makes him pretty much like every other Kirby final boss. Only problem is you don't like fight the eye in itself after you do it. And oh my gosh, it's Pikachu. Big the cat. Big the cat, you have broken my wings. And that's kind of a cop-out. I mean, I would have loved Mario and Sonic like being grudging, and they would like take the different teams in Sonic and Pikachu, and Ice Climbers would make one team in Mario and Yoshi, and Fire Climbers would be the other team and stuff. And for the sake of showing off Sonic, in case someone who hasn't played the game is doing it, I'll be Sonic, and then my other guys I like. But hey, you get 6 characters. That's kind of crazy. I'll use Wario. I haven't used Wario. But yeah, it sort of seemed like they forgot to put Sonic in until at the very end of development, and then delayed it another couple months. And that's why he has such an insignificant role. But it would be kind of horribly lame if he didn't have any role at all, and like Jigglypuff and Toon Link and Wolf. And I don't know. I can understand Toon Link and even Jigglypuff, but really, they could have figured something out for Wolf, and yeah, that's about the gist of how Sonic plays. Yep. I'm a fire and a laser. Whoop-de-doop. Swoop-de-loop galaxy. Anyway, yeah. He has the classic Kirby final boss problem of being stupid and annoying and shooting too many lasers. By shooting too many lasers, I mean doing stupid teleporting things all the time, and then doing dumb attacks where he's invincible and kills you in one hit if you touch him, and basically you just have to get Hammer or the Star Rod or Master or something and just use its overpowered capabilities. Except there's no Star Rod and Master except for maybe like Snake in this, so that's the problem with Tabuu. And you move even slower than in Kirby games. And I don't like the stupid... I mean, Sakurai, all your bosses really have to be identical. It's kind of boring when every single boss... I mean, if I play a game made by you, I know it's going to teleport around. Master Hand is the most interesting boss because he just doesn't teleport around all the time and then do attacks. I mean, I guess the attacks thing is kind of can't be avoided, but the teleport gets old. Also, this is just Marks. Did I mention that yet? Which makes sense because Super Smash Bros. Is just Kirby Superstar. This has a neat background. This should have been like an alternate skin for Final Destination. There's so much they could have done without actually adding anything new to the game. That would have been interesting, like alternate colors. Not even like significant alternate colors, just like dark color scheme and rainbow color scheme. And then this being like alternate skin for Final Destination for people who beat the Subspace Emissary. It's kind of lame that there isn't any kind of reward, and I used to be okay at dodging that back when I was trying to be good at boss battles, but now I don't care. Anyway, Charizard's Rock Smash does a lot of damage to bosses, like I said earlier, and even though I haven't really used Charizard all that much. Stupid Sharpedo, and it's super effective. Okay, whatever, have fun up there. Like other Kirby final bosses, despite the fact he's really annoying to fight, whatever's going on in the game generally makes it hard for you to lose against it. I like how Charizard's tail fires effect just like Olomar's hat. Hats are called hats, right? Goodbye, Tabuu. Guess you didn't think a suicidal Charizard would have ever encountered you in your amazing career of being a boring final boss without very much significance to the Super Smash Bros. Series. It would have been really funny if, like, Sonic was the final boss. Yes, young cricket, whoops. So much for my sticker collection. Did get a bunch of coins, though. Yeah, so the Great Maze gets my time-old classic rating of overwhelmingly okay. It wasn't the best way they could have ended it, but it was a pretty okay way. X, that makes sense if you're in Japan, where it's called Super Smash Bros. X. Ah, female use. I sure can sing in Latin. Oops. So loose in hosties vil. The patriam survive. Adi femam. Ilius. I tried to memorize the Latin lyrics, but it didn't work very well. Courageous, Squirtle, Quakewe, Leggett, Destructions. Adi femam. Every other lyric is, I've heard legends of that person. And who is that person? Is it a pile of characters? Because that isn't really one person. Spes omnibus Mickey Coco. But my favorite thing is like Latin lyrics sung by a chorus, and generally anything. It just adds an air of being pretty great. Oh yeah, this is like about how the enemies have become friends through Super Smashing Brothers, and they look like they're trophies here because they're all standing still. Some of them were once heroes, some my mortal enemies. Except you forgot to put any enemies in the game. There's just like a bunch of wacky, goofy guys who are kind of semi-evil in their main series. And look how there are 3 spots missing in the back. That's because there are 3 characters they forgot to put in the Subspace Emissary, but I probably shouldn't have been yelling over all this singing because it's pretty singing. But wait, what? That confused me. What? Where's my crosshairs? Ah! Where's my crosshairs? Where's my crosshairs? I need to shoot the credits. Where are my crosshairs? Crosshairs. Crosshairs. Crosshairs, where are you? How am I supposed to shoot the credits if you... So I guess to be more interesting than just complaining about nitpicking all the time, overall that actually was, now that I'm not like all disappointed because there were only 35 characters and stuff, this was actually a pretty satisfying story mode. They could have done it better, but I tend to like want more than the average gamer, I guess. What I was really looking for was bad fan fiction. I mean, I wouldn't have even cared if it was bad. I wanted like Mario and Sonic to meet up, and Mario's like, "Oh, Sonic, you're so blue and spiny, but you run faster than me." And then they would team up and fight crime. But they did do a really good job with Rob, making him significant. And it was pretty cool. I mean, for not putting speech in, which is actually probably my most great complaint, because it's not really like video game characters combining their worlds when they don't really have personalities beyond, this is what my character model looks like, I probably act like this. But yeah, and I definitely, that and more things that were actually from the games should have been, like the Subspace, like, it's kind of a bad fanfiction-y idea, but the Subspace bomb should have just been randomly distributed to different video game worlds and exploding, and they all get combined, and hey, it's Havoc, that's only for Xbox games, and but yeah, still overall it was a pretty good adventure mode. I complain about it a lot, but I do openly admit I preferred it over like a just organized fighting style. Platforming could have gone better, but it was still quite satisfying and made for an interesting story experience, and definitely a more fun way of unlocking the characters than just doing random tasks. So yeah, this is a pretty great game. Go out and buy it if you don't have it already. I can't imagine why you would have a Wii and be interested in Nintendo games and not have this. You unlock the trophy stand. And there we go. 88% done. So I'll come back to get that other 12% later. Oh, Nintendo. Wait, what did I do wrong the other time? Does it just like play forever or something? That was probably like, what did I get? Dumpy McGee or something. I'm confused how that happened, but anyway, thanks for watching. Let's play the Subspace Emissary. Stay tuned for my next Let's Plays, and I will smell you later.